All right, I'm going to record a video about audience cleansing for LinkedIn ads. So I've been running this campaign against basically a matched company list. Previously, I was using built-in categories while the list matches, but now I've been running it for 5 or 6 days against a matched company list. I would say it's doing all right. It's not spending much, but it's getting to a frequency of 4, which is good. I actually really want to get in front of the same people a lot of times because it's the only way they remember you. Audience penetration is 18%, which is pretty low. The best you can really hope for is 50% because people don't really log into LinkedIn that much unless they're looking for a job or if they're salespeople, which are not the people I'm trying to get in front of. But it's also only been a few days, basically, right? Of the people in my audience, you could see here, I run small audiences because I don't have a huge budget. And if you have a smaller budget, you need a smaller audience. So 670 people roughly in my audience. And of those, I've reached 123 people. It's not bad. It's not bad, especially since I'm trying to target very senior people who aren't just like on LinkedIn all day. At this stage, now that I uploaded, you'll recall last time I uploaded the company list and then I played with the audience to exclude irrelevant matches, mostly at the job title level. So just as a quick refresher, if you go into the way the audience is built, you've got the company list, these functions, but then excluding these titles, right? Disable audience expansion always. But you can only predict so much the irrelevant matches based off of the audience manager. So you have to go in and look at professional demographics. So functions look okay. These are always like in a small list. It's not really what I'd focus on. I'm going to focus on job title first. Market specialist, I think is fine. Private, I don't know what that is. Solution specialist. Again, it sounds bad. That sounds like an account manager or a salesperson, but I'm not sure yet. But here, let's focus on the ones we really want to exclude. Senior account executive, that should be excluded. Partnership specialist, analytics specialist, technical solution specialist. Yeah, so all this stuff we're going to manually exclude from the audience. So I'll create a new Google Sheet. I think that's the easiest way to do this. And have it share the screen still. All right, so the ones that we don't want, yeah, I don't think I can export this. All right, so senior account executive. Partnership specialist, analytics specialist. Marketing lead is good. That one we can stay. Consultant is bad, but I don't know. Senior sales director is not great. Probably is just a closing salesperson, but I'll leave it for now. SDR definitely needs to go. Shopper needs to go. Accounting team lead needs to go. Data specialist needs to go. It's really annoying that LinkedIn will just actually follow its own categories and they make you do this. Product at these smaller companies sometimes has a liaison with marketing. So even though it's not great, I'm going to leave it for now. All right. So then we're going to go in and solution special. Let's exclude it. I'm going to move this to my other screen, which you won't be able to see, just to make it easier to copy paste in. Senior account executive. You can see the audience is getting smaller as I put stuff in, but I'd rather add more companies than just target irrelevant people. Now, if people on the buying committee, that's fine. So if it's sales leaders, even though this campaign is trying to get in front of marketers, sales leaders, they can influence marketing decisions, so it's fine. Same with product leaders, but technical support technician, they're not on the buying committee. So we don't want to be spending money on serving ads to them. Lead technician. So it seems like these tech stuff is all kind of duplicated, but it's still good to get it out. Data scientist. I bet SDR, when I add it, it's gonna shrink it a bit. No. All right, I think we got the ones that were really juicing it. I already reduced the audience by. Now we're at 630. Accounting team lead. Still 630. Fund specialist. All right, yeah, we're down to 620. So we excluded basically 50 irrelevant people from the audience. Before we save this, I'm going to, let's do one last check. Let's look at company list. Here you want to make sure there isn't one company that's just dominating the audience. Usually it's the companies with the more junior level employees. The one that's a little touchy is LGT Capital Partners. Let me see if they're really ICP for me. It sounds like they're not. So it's an asset management group. Do they sell into clients? That's really what's going to be dispositive, I think. It's too hard to say. Let's go to their website. It's great how, in order to access the website, they want to show it to me unless I'm a qualified investor. Fine. It doesn't seem super ICP. They seem like they're a principal, not really like an enterprise fintech. They maybe do some fundraising though. I do have a media team. I'm going to leave it for now, but if it stays at 10%, I'm going to consider excluding them. All right, let's look at gain. What is gain? Gain alternative. I think it's these guys. I think. If it's them, then I really want to exclude it. Yeah. Yeah, this is yeah, like I'm like advertising to another marketing agency. So they're definitely an exclude. We should definitely exclude them. Adding them to the list. What about the SETI? Okay, this is totally ICP, so they're going to stay. What about Telomere? It's the last one, and then we're hitting, I think, diminishing marginal returns. Yeah, this is perfect. This is ICP. All right, so the one to exclude is gain for now. And then we'll have to watch LGT. I think probably LGT I should exclude too. But for now, it's all right. Company name is Gain. It could also be these guys. We definitely will exclude this one. Does that make a difference? Then let's look at gain, private equity. These are actually this is actually ICP. I'll exclude the marketing services company, even though I think they're probably fine. And then if that's the case, LGT is really just their principals. They're institutional investors, so I think they should probably go. Wow, reduced it by 30. I'm going to give it another week, but if it's still eating up the audience, then they're going to go. A couple other quick checks. Let's look at seniority. Senior is always the ambiguous, horrible one. Entry, no, that's bad. Let's exclude entry. Gotta make sure always this logic is or on the exclusions list. Yeah, and that reduced it by 100. All right, B2B FinTech 5.4. I'm gonna call it just that. 5.426. Additional exclusions based on demographics. Save. And of course, Lincoln hates that I'm running such a small audience, but it's going to say, oh, we can't guarantee consistent delivery and it's going to mess up the algorithm, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm not trying to get conversions. I'm just trying to get engagement and impressions. And for that, it doesn't really matter. So let's just double check everything. Okay, they're recommending that I bid more. I always bid below the recommendation range, which increased, of course, because I shrunk the audience further and became more selective. I'm just going to save and exit. And yeah, it's not political advertising. So that's how you start to add and layer additional exclusions on your audience based on the first few days of data. I think that's good for now.